Let's talk about IBB's book launch.
Some of these questions from my modest perspective.
Former Nigerian military president Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida recently released his memoir, A Journey in Service, where he publicly apologized for his role in the annulment of the June 12, 1993 presidential election. He called it a regrettable accident of history, expressing regret over the decision that stopped MKO Abiola, the widely believed winner, from becoming president. This apology came more than 30 years later, at a time when the scars from that event still affect Nigerians' politics and society. The June 12 election is remembered as one of Nigeria's freest and fairest, with Abiola winning by a wide margin. But Babangida's government annulled the election, citing legal challenges and national security concerns. Many, however, believe the northern political elite, fearing a shift in power, pushed for the annulment to maintain their control over Nigerian politics. Now, after all this time, Babangida's apology raises a crucial question. What good is this apology? Many Nigerians, especially those who lived through the chaos that followed, wonder why Babangida waited so long to apologize. The annulment led to protest, political instability, and eventually General Sani Abacha's rise to power. The years of suffering, loss of lives, the collapse of democracy, and the breakdown of trust in the system are still fresh in many people's minds. The timing and tone of his apology make things more complicated. Babangida mentioned several key figures from that time, many of whom are no longer alive to respond. By mentioning them now, Babangida shapes the narrative of that era without allowing those who have passed to defend themselves. This leaves many feeling that he's rewriting history without giving everyone a fair chance to share their side. The book launch itself, attended by people who worked with or suffered under Babangida's regime, is also a symbol of Nigeria's deep political divisions. Some of those present have made peace with Babangida due to their current power and influence. But for ordinary Nigerians, this launch feels more like a reminder of the gap between the political elite and the people. How many of those who face violence, repression, or poverty under Babangida's rule feel that their struggles have been truly acknowledged? One of the personal aspects of Babangida's memoir is his reflection on the death of his childhood friend, General Mamman Vasa, who was killed in the 1996 coup attempt. Babangida shares his sadness about losing a friend, but this raises difficult questions about his role in the military and the suffering of Nigerian people. Was Babangida's grief more about the loss of a friend or about the deeper struggles among the military that contributed to the pain of the Nigerian people? The bigger question is, where does the average Nigerian stand in all of this? For many Nigerians who have lived through years of corruption, poverty, and broken promises, Babangida's apology doesn't change their reality. The elite may have made peace among themselves, but the common man is still facing a tough life. They continue to struggle with the same issues they faced decades ago, with little sign that things are improving. In the end, IBB's book launch and his apology might give us a glimpse into his thoughts, but they do little to heal the deep wounds of a nation still dealing with the effects of June 12 and years of military rule. If anything, the event highlights that in Nigeria, justice and reconciliation often seem out of reach for the people who have suffered the most. Let's hear your thoughts on IBB's book launch as you follow us on all our social media platforms on Fact News Hausa and Fact News Africa.